Go west. Hi, Renee. Waiting for Ann Lar. Well, Ann Lar, by God, is here on time. And Renee's here. And the lag is awful. But nothing you can do about it. So I'm glad you're here, Renee. Eagerly. I'm glad you're eagerly awaiting, because I am eagerly awaiting too to see what kind of trouble I can get myself into. Which I seem. Whoops. Oops. Well, there you go. First thing, I forgot to mute myself. Hi there, Cindy. Bands off. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for coming. Hi, Candy. And Marguerite from beautiful British Columbia. I hope it's beautiful there today. It's nice here, sunny, and not too hot. I mean, 85, 87 is kind of like a cold front for us, but it is almost the end of September. Can you believe that? September friggin' 22nd? That is crazy. And I say this every month. I don't know where the month went, but honest to God, it just seems like it was just Labor Day. I can't believe it. And I hope many of you are starting to experiencing, hopefully, fall, autumn, where the leaves do all those beautiful things. There's no fall here. I mean, there are people that live, true Floridians will claim that they're 4 seasons and we have a fall. I don't see it, but maybe they have, Florida eyes, and I still have New York eyes. Really? Huh. Well, maybe I just kind of, I'm glad I pronounced it. To me, it seems like, bands off, right? Band Z off. The off. That's the German, bands off, I think. I'm not going to say it again because I'll probably screw it up. So I entitled this Creating Some Gritty Grids. Little alliteration there. And I'm going to use the color, if I can lift it, the color cube box 2 to help me with the palette. Paletti? No, paletti. That's an exercise. Anyway, so I'm gonna use box 2. Because it was on top of box 1, and to give me a little help along with the palette. And so that's what I'm going to do. And hi, Goldilocks. And the grit is going to be things that'll add texture. And my plan is to add modeling paste through stencils, bits and pieces of tape and washi tape and painter's tape, anything that'll give it a little grit or texture, the grit being, the texture part of it. And then a lot of squiggly stuff, and then colors. And I wrote down a whole list of things. I'm going to start out with graphite squiggles, because that's typically how people start out, with squiggly lines. And then I'm going to use my big woodies, and then tape, and then texture paste, and then small jelly plate prints and shapes, circles. And I have a people stencil and stamps. I'm going to use number stamps, butterfly, flower, text stamps, metallic paint, sprays, and inks. That's the plan. And then I'm going to draw a 3x3. Hi, Barbara. The merry singer, the merry musicologist. I think Barbara was a musicologist in her former life. Or maybe she was a musicologist. And I'm going to do all of those things in the colors that I'm going to pull out of this box momentarily. But first, I got some happy mail from Miss Becky. I'll wait until she gets here, because we were wondering when this was going to arrive. It took a while, actually 4 days. Yeah. And I want to show you, I've been working on a, I taped down brownie underneath this. This is one of those big poster board things I folded in half. And I taped down, I've got brown packing paper underneath this. And we'll see whether that helps with the glare. I can't get up big enough. I don't want to mess with the lighting doesn't appear to be too awful today, so I don't want to mess around with it too much. But I want to show you, I've been working on, this is again a slow stitch project inspired by Miss Becky. We've been working on a bear, and now we're working on, she did it, I guess she started it last Monday, I think, and it was make your own fabric. And what we started out with was a blank piece of fabric. And then she had prompt cards, and we followed, I think there were 6 or 7, maybe more prompts. And we put those all down on the fabric, and then we started stitching. So I'm going to show you how far I've gotten. I'm very excited. I'm going to make a bag of sorts. And so here's my piece of fabric. And Becky was helping me. This was kind of funny. Becky and I had been stitching, just the two of us, all afternoon, yesterday afternoon, and I just could not get the feather or fly stitch or whatever you want to call it straight. And I said, well, let's just, let me just, because I was on my iPad and I couldn't use so she couldn't see what I was doing. And anyway, I switched over to the chat. I thought I was switching over just to Anne, but all of a sudden, all the ladies popped in. It was amazing. It was so, I know, I need a focus, you freak. Yeah, I do. I need to threaten it. But anyway, I figured out the fly stitch, feather stitch, fly stitch. It's in orange there. And so the prompts were stencils and purple through stencils and long and skinny fat lines and skinny lines and doodles. And then one of the prompts was a living thing. And so I had fabric of little kitties that actually came from Becky. And then I learned the blanket stitch somewhat. Some areas better than others. And so there's a little kitty in a basket. And this was some batik I had that had leaves on it. So I just outlined the leaves with white floss. And lace was one of the prompts. So I have some sexy black lace and some maroon lace and my doodles. What else is on here? And so when it's all said and done, the plan is fold it in half like so. Hi, Gail. Like so. And of course, I'm going to put a lining in it. I'm going to use some Timmy or Seth Apter fabric, and it's actually will be a lining, right? And then some faux, like quilting, zigzagging with the nice sewing machine. And then a zipper. I've never done a zipper before. Hi, Gail. I've never done a zipper before, so this will be a first. And depending on, some of this will get tucked in. Obviously, there'll be seam allowance. Listen to me. I'm talking seam allowance. I had no idea what a seam allowance. This time last year, I couldn't have answered you. I couldn't have told you what a seam allowance is. But there will be a seam allowance. And so however wide this will be, I guess, how big the zipper is going to be. And I don't know whether I want to try to add, I don't know. I would kind of like to carry this around like a purse, even though I don't carry a purse. But anyway, that's what I've been working on pretty much all week. And I've been doing more of feather fly stitch, but it's been a lot of fun. And Janet, it's in the other room. Janet Nash was making little, still learning, that's right. Janet Nash was making some little fabric flowers. And I made a couple of those they didn't come out quite right, but I think they will be identifiable as flowers. So I made a couple of those, which I'll probably stitch on, and obviously buttons and what are those other things? Buttons and oh my god, my mind went blank. Well, anyway, other stuff will get, and it'll be very interesting. Now, I did make one mistake, and those of you that know me, it's not mine until I put something down upside down, and of course I did that. Oh, the lion! Oh my God, that's hysterical! Kid and the lion! Oh, what a great story! Oh gosh, oh my God, that's so funny. Get in the lion, like get into the lion's mouth, you bad little kid. Oh, I love that. That's great. So I was putting the, I knew when I folded it in half, I was going to have, upside, right side up and, down to whatever. Hi, Lovely's Crafting Lodge. And when I wasn't paying attention, so on the other side, again, it wouldn't be mine, but look what I ended up with, an upside down kitty. And I'm not ripping it out. It's staying upside down, or some of us decided, hi Teresa, that I have another picture of a kitty and I might just stitch the another kitty right side up, or leave it upside down. But anyway, that's my mistake so far. I'm not saying there aren't going to be any others, but that's the one oopsie. And these are kind of upside down, but you can't really tell that they're upside down. So anyway, I wanted to share that with you. That's pretty much what I've been doing. Seems like all week. And I'm excited to finish it. And of course, I've got the bear. I've got quite a bit of the bear done. And the woman that's doing the bear, she was on earlier this week, and I watched her a little bit, but she hasn't started to put the bear together. So and the bear's in the other room. And I think I've showed you over the last couple of weeks the progress of the bear. So let's start making a grid. And I'm going to use a T ruler. So my squares will be somewhat square. And then we'll take, I think I'm going to make 3-inch squares. Now this is going to get all squiggled. Hi, Mary Lou. This is going to get all, I mean, the grids are going to be there. However, you don't necessarily stay in the lines, but I want to make the grids big enough so that if I want, I can cut them out and put them on cards. I can make, greeting cards out of them. And I think 3x3 might be a nice, and then of course, when you put it on the card or put some backing on it. Hi, Lydia. It should look pretty good. So, all right. And we'll go in 1 inch. So we'll start here, put 1 inch here, and we're going to go 1 inch here, right? Here. And 1 inch, and I need down to 4, and that'll give me a 3x3, I hope. All right, so I'm going to put this here. All right. And that's that line there. And let me do the same thing here. I've got 1 inch here and 4 here. And so let's draw some lines and see if this looks like a square. Eh? I don't know. Let's do 1. I could be totally, wrong, but let's do 4. Let's do 4 here. And let's do 4 up here. And let's do 4 here. Does that look like, can you see that? Does that look like a square? It does, kind of, yeah. Yep, abspept is adding to my words for sure. Are we supposed to be able, hi Angie. Snaggy, take care of yourself as best you can. Okay. Someone not well? I'm sorry, Angie. That's, yeah, you got to do something. Hi, Pam. You're going to have to, go somewhere, do something, get it taken care of, hon. It's not going to get, I know what they're going to tell you. I can guarantee. They're going to send you to physical therapy, and you're going to be very upset. And you're going to say, pshaw on physical therapy. However, that line's crooked. Physical therapy will work, but you've got to do it. I know. So that's my advice from Dr. Ann, who absolutely knows nothing other than a back sufferer. How far do I want those apart? I don't know. Maybe an inch. Okay. Let's do an inch. Okay. And then I'm just going to do this. It's going to not be very perfect, but that's fine, right? Why isn't that? Let's go here. Whoops. Oh, well. Let's do 4. Okay. Let's do this. Yeah. All right. I'm just going to do 4 inches here. Let's put it here. Let's do here. And it'll be pretty straight. It doesn't have to be perfect. Perfect's not fun, is it? There's no fun in perfect, is there? That's right, 3. 3, 3. Let me look up and say hi. I'm having trouble with chat. But I feel bad for Angie because anybody in here's had back problems. I'm sure a vast majority of us. Physical therapy. After I had my first son, I don't know, something happened. I couldn't walk. I couldn't stand. And I went to a very highly regarded orthopedic surgeon dude in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, because that's where we were living at the time. And they took x-rays, and he said to me, you're kind of young. I was, I don't know, 27 or whatever, young. And he said, you've got degenerative disc disease. And I said, oh, that doesn't sound good. And he sent me physical therapy. And I wasn't thrilled with that either. But I did all the exercises. Every morning I did the PT exercises. And I can't imagine that I really had degenerative disc disease because now I'm 75. And my back only just barely bothers me. It doesn't bother me that much at all. So PT works. And what I say is your surgery, whether it's knee surgery, shoulder surgery, whatever type of surgery you have that requires physical therapy, that surgery is only as good as the physical therapy you do afterwards, because you can undo the whole thing by not doing the PT. And it's horrible. PT is horrible. It's affectionately known as physical torture. And if you're lucky, you get a good physical therapist. And if you're not lucky, you don't. Or you get a crappy doctor. I mean, that's my experience. And I'm certainly not going to bore you with my multiple surgeries and my multiple experiences with physical therapy, but I've got a few. All right. I think that I should have done this beforehand, and I apologize. I'll do one more square, and let's see. And you can chat and give Angie advice also. I don't know whether you can take any type of, medication, whether your body, whether you can tolerate Aleve or Tylenol or any of those. Obviously, you'd want to take one that's an anti-inflammatory to anti-inflame your back. Your back is angry and it's inflamed. And I don't know whether, Angie, whether you can pinpoint that you did something, like you lifted something you should have lifted, or you did something you shouldn't have done, and did it just happen? Pain-free thoughts. Yeah. Hi, Belinda. Oh, I was told that at 27, 26. I was 26 when I was told I had degenerative disc disease. And I think the guy was wrong, but the guy had a pretty good reputation. And the guy that sent me to him was the doctor that delivered my son, who was a friend of ours. Anyway, now I've had, I don't know, yeah, maybe I've had an x-ray done of my back since then. I do have, what am I doing here? What am I doing here? Well, we're doing okay. We're doing okay. Now I'm here, so I can go from 1 to 3. Oops. We're getting there, folks. I don't know that I've had an x-ray of my back. I'm pretty sure I've got arthritis in my back, because I do have rheumatoid arthritis. And every once in a while, my back hurts. But then I sit down, and it kind of calms itself down. But it's no fun, any kind of pain. You did some heavy cleaning. Oh, okay. So you kind of know what caused what caused it, huh? Okay. Yeah, that's rough, Angie. And but this has been going on for quite a while, I think, right, Angie? At least a week. I think you've been miserable for at least a week, I think. I could be wrong. Maybe longer. Unfortunately, with stuff like that, there's not much they can do. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to, I mean, I could be totally wrong, but I don't think they're going to back surgery. I don't know. But anyway, we all are thinking about you and sending you positive, as Renee said, what you call it, pain-free vibes. Yeah. Let's get out the pain-free vibes. Thank you guys for hanging in there while I do this. I didn't know how long this would take. So, nothing exciting happened this week. I watched my grandson play hockey. They had a very early morning game that they lost. They played at 7 a.m. their time, which was fortunately 9 a.m. my time. And I watched the whole game while lying in bed. and they lost. But then they played that, I guess, another team later that night, a team that was older than them, and they won. So, all right. Just come across here. Whoop. Yeah. They're not quite lining up, but it's okay. If I had been smart, but I've never been, accused of being smart, I should have made a little template. I play one. There you go. I'm not a doctor, but I play one on YouTube. Yes. Brilliant. Exactly. That's it. Exactly. I play one on YouTube. Okay. Let's do one more row, and that's going to be 4 to 1. 4 to 1. 4 to 1. 4 to 1. And 4 to 1. Whoops. 4 to 1. This ruler is really, the number is not anywhere near, it's off a 1/4 inch to actually where, yeah, the marker for the inches. The number's not on the mark for the measurement, if that makes any sense. So you got to be paying attention, but it's not my forte at all. I haven't even watched anything good on TV. I'm still watching the 3rd season of Only Murders in the Building, so I haven't started the new season. But I guess that's better because they're not releasing it all. Nettie! Nettie! Hi, Nettie. Nettie's back is out too? Oh, no. Okay. All righty. I'm sorry. Uh-oh. Did your back go out on the cruise? I know you can't answer. Don't. I hope it's not cruise related. These type of rulers are kind of neat, though. When you get them lined up like this, you can. I hope the cruise was not. It didn't happen on the cruise. Okay. All right. I know you. Well, maybe you can see them. No, Wednesday. Okay. So there are all the little squares, and there's quite a bit of them. And so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 15. That's a lot of cards. 15 cards, perhaps. All right. Let's get rid of this. Let's pull a. Let me put the T rule up there. And let's pull a color. Hi, Beth. I'm doing a gritty grid. Is that what I said? Gritty grid or gritty? No, gritty grid. All right. And does anybody want to pick? I'm going to pick. Because if I don't like it, I'm going to go for something else. But this will give me a palette. Ooh. See, that's me. I love anything blue. And I'm going to, this is card number 355. And I'm going to, I think I'm going to do this card. It's kind of boring, but I like blue. I like blue a lot. So it gives you the and then you turn it over, and then it gives you the different shades. So I've got steel blue, blondie blue, blue gray, lilac gray, and white smoke. Okay, let's see. Now I'm going to go in my stash over here and see what colors I can find that'll be close to those colors. This is not going to be, I should probably pull another card, but before I do that, I'm going to do the squiggle. And I'm using a Lyra 9B, and this is water soluble. Is that Colleen? The Colleen? Hi, Colleen. So I'm just going to do something like this and hold it. You know, you can hold it like so. If you hold it at the end, you get more squiggly stuff. And actually, that will count as this gray. This could be kind of that gray, kind of. Yeah, Renee has a new member of her family. It's a. Did you name your new friend? I can't remember whether you named him or not. So I got this blue. I can use that. So I'll use this. Okay. Again, you want to kind of okay. That's just the preliminary stuff. Okay, let's see. Now, let's find some blue paints. Maybe I'll do some prints. Did you name? I missed. Oh, that's right. I read Dr. Pierre Bonaparte. Bone. He's a skeleton. Get it? Bone. Ha 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 ha. Bone. Yes, that was the joke, right? All right, I have navy blue. And boy, this is going to be true blue. I'll use, true blue and navy blue. So we'll use this. I don't have steel blue. We'll use true blue, like a true blue friend. I wonder where that expression came from. True blue. Okay, and I'm going to apply that with this. Let's see. And then I'm going to start doing some stencil. He's a tall guy, too. Hi, Monkey 911. That's Colleen, I think. Whoops. Ah, come on. Wow. Okay, this is what I'm going to try. Let me see. Well, let's do this. I might deviate. Man. Oh, dear. And it farted, too. Excuse you. Well, and then I'm going to try some. Come on. Okay, let's do this. And I'm just gonna go. Yeah, I bet you that's gonna. Yeah, you can't really sit long enough, right? Okay. So this is what I'm gonna do, and I'm just gonna. Ugh. Dun, dun, dun. And then I'll roll this off over here. Let's see. Whee! That came out good. I like that. Okay. Okay. We might do that again with another set of colors. Stick this over here. Now let's do some, let's add some texture. Okay. And let's do some stencil and modeling paste. And then we can do some, I think this will look good. Little squares are always good. So we'll get some modeling paste out. Stick that down there. Ugh, get the modeling paste. Get a spatula. Here's my modeling paste. It's Handy Art modeling paste. I'm having fun. Yeah, I am. Stuff like this actually makes me very nervous because it just does. Ooh. Ooh. But I'm just, ooh, that's for us. Ooh. It's okay. Yeah, let's do this here. We need a that's not a spatula. What is this called? Oh, it's not a spatula. What is this called? It's not a scalpel. Oh, Goldilocks is a bed crafter too. Okay, well, that's, she has, you have issues too? I'm sorry. What is this called? I'm sorry, all you folks, all you ladies are in pain. I hope I can bring a, so you can't see that, but you will in a minute. Because I will spray on it and get the dribblies, so that it'll dribble down a little bit. I should have added, I could have added color to this, the modeling paste, but I forgot to. I mean, you can buy colored gesso. My question is, why would you pay for colored gesso when all you could do is take regular gesso and add paint to it, right? There. All right. Whoa. Ta-da! This is something that a long time ago, I could never do this without getting all of this, behind the stencil. Now I can do it pretty good. Again, I'm just doing a little bit because I want to add other texture stuff. And I apologize that you can't see it. Bye, Gail. Thanks for stopping by. If you didn't give me the finger, please give me the finger on your way out. I'll take the finger coming and going. Yeah. We're getting there. Whoop. And on the bottom. Whoop. Some up on the top. Whoop. And there. There. Okay. Let me throw this. I got no place to put it. Shit. I'll put it on top of the. Oh, I need to do that. That's okay. It's okay. I'll hit this with the heat gun, and then I'm gonna. Hi, Adria. How are things in the Atlanta area? I think you're in the Atlanta area. They're talking about tropical depressions again. Which wouldn't affect you. All right. I am doing gritty grids. Finally put my profile pic to my, oh, okay. Baby wipes. I'm rolling over baby wipes. Ow, ow, ow. Get it? Rolling over baby wipes. And then they're wet. And then what do you do with them? I put them, hang them on the thing, on my. All right, let me hit this with the heat gun, and then let's add some more stuff. And you'll be able to see it. I'm going to take some blue ink. Hi, Christine. I haven't watched any football today, but I checked the football pool to see where I was at, and it's in second place as of now, but there's a whole bunch more games coming up, so who knows? Now this is that, it's poster board, but when Dee Dee was doing the big poster board things, I bought it from Amazon, and it's huge. This is folded in half, and they didn't call it poster board. They called it railroad board, and none of us could really figure out what they meant by railroad board. But anyway, I've got a whole bunch of it. Whoops, not dry. I might pick a second card after I do those colors, because this is not very colorful. But we'll add some ink, and we'll add some sprays. and see whether we can't get this thing dancing a little bit. Because right now it's not really dancing at all, is it? All right. How about, where are they now? Where are they? Oh, here they are. I have some little acrylics. It's a wee set of acrylics. So we've got phyllo. I know, I've never heard of it called railroad board either. I'll turn it over and I'll show you. I've got this, and I've got teal. Even though teal's not one of the colors, we're going to make it one of the colors because it happens to be one of my favorite colors. I might be going off the script here. But this is just a little cheap set of acrylic inks by Mart. I can create. Yes, I can. Ha, 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 ha. Oh, and they have some white. So let's add some white. Well, that seems silly, though. Doesn't it seem silly to add? Okay, let's see. Let me turn this over here. Yeah, I'll show you. I'll show you. Let's see. It has a sticker on it. You know, when if you go to the dollar store and you buy one of these, there's a sticker. And it's 28 by 22. You can't see that, can you? No. And it doesn't say railroad board on it, but that's what it was called on Amazon. And it's made in Pocono, made in the USA. Appleton, Wisconsin. Anyway, that's what it is. And it's called, if you want to buy some, it's a lot cheaper than if you go to the dollar store and you pay $1.25 for a sheet like this. This works out to be a lot cheaper. I don't remember, though, how much I paid for it, honestly. All right. Okay. This is where it gets scary. Yeah, I can't figure out why it's called railroad board. Okay, here we go. What is that? Where did that come from? Here we go. Oops. That was unexciting. Oh, now it's not. Let's see. Can you see? Ooh. Yeah. I'll spray. Let me give it a spritz of water. Let me go this way. Yeah. Oh, look, it's making railroad tracks. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Now it looks like a map. All right, let me do another spritz of ink, and then I'll hit it with some water. Let's see here. Ooh. Wow. All right. Boy, that is a pretty blue, isn't it? Looks like a map, doesn't it? Hi, Julie. Let me put the lid on this before I spill it. Let's give it a little spritz of water. Oh, this is heavy. Hi, Dana. Good to see you. Okay, let's do this. Ooh. I like that. Ooh, like that. Oops. Whoops. Ooh. Okay. Ooh. Get Getting some serious fluid. Oh, okay. Your physio appointment because your physio person is not feeling well. Well, that's good that she canceled it, because I think in the olden days people would, even if they weren't feeling well, they would still go, do their job, and then they would, pass all of that on to their clients. What do you think? It looks pretty cool, doesn't it? And it's still a rolling. It looks like a map though, doesn't it? Yeah, it's gonna need other colors, but that's okay. Let's just go with this for a little bit. I need something over here. Here. So let's try some Seth Apter stuff. I love his eye zinc sprays. I bought them all, of course. And they don't, the nozzles don't get clogged. Here is Sea Spray. It's a pretty blue. And it's quick drying, no clog, dye spray. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, that they're looking out for. That's green. We don't want green. You know what would be interesting though? What do you think of some silvery white? I think that would be interesting. We're going to have to do something to this, obviously. Well, that's okay. That makes sense. You gave them a choice. At least they knew what was going on with you. Choices are good, and then they can take ownership of whatever happens. Mask up. And I forgot that you were a physio. I forgot you were a PT. That's got to be a hard job. I can't imagine. I can't imagine doing PT on little kids. That's got to be really, really hard. I've been pretty lucky. I've had some really, really good PT people over the years. And this is a small community, and there's only a handful of PT people around. And if you have enough surgeries end up running into all of them. Oh, I bet. Well, I know, and maybe this is true. I know that in Florida now, currently, if you want to become a physical therapist, you have to get a PhD. And I don't know when they put that. I posted photos of Tess, my mannequin's head and arms. Okay, great. All right, this is called Antique Pearl. Yeah. All right. You ready? Here goes nothing. Oh, I sprayed all over my computer. Oops. Oh, well. I'm going to just. Come on, Seth. You're not supposed to. Well, maybe it's. You're not supposed to do that, Seth. Well, you can when it's a little iridescent. You'll see it in a second. Let me wipe the. It's not so. You're not technically. You don't have to wipe its nose as Janet Young says. You need to wipe their nose. Okay. It did clog, Seth. Sorry. Sorry, Seth. Let's see if I can't get yeah. But it's got kind of got like mica stuff in it, you know. All right. That's enough. Okay. Well, I'm hoping, Angie, did your back? Oh, did you get where you're able to? Because yeah, I think it's got. Yeah, it's not plain ink. It's got little. Yeah, it's got sediment stuff on the bottom. Yeah. All right. Let's try this blue. And this is sea spray. And I think it's going to be very similar to that. But here we go. Okay. We got enough blue, I think. And that's enough blue. And I'm going to add. We got enough blue. And we got the light blue. We got the blue gray. We got the blondie blue. I don't know what blondie blue is. I've never heard of blondie blue. Yeah, I did try to do that. I wanted to put some metallic on it. Let me dry this, and then I might pick another color. Let me add some tape and add some stamps. And let me dry it first, and then and maybe pick another color or just add some more color. Because these are not going to make very interesting cards. I mean, I can cut this all up and add other stuff to the card, but as it stands now, you can see the texture paste in that stuff through the stencil. Interesting. See, you never know what you're going to get. It's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. And I've never seen it. I mean, I've used these cards on occasions, and I've watched a lot of other people use these cards, and I don't recall ever seeing anybody get one that's all monochromatic. Looks like a shark to you. Here, I see the fish, and there's an eye. Oh, and over here. Yeah, I see another fish. Cool. Hi, Janet. I see that, and this kind of like could be a fish tail. Yeah. Fingers would be good. Yes. Oh my gosh. Definitely see the fish here. And there's an eye right there. And I see another fish over here. And this fish has got a little mouth right here. Right here. And that could be the eye there. And that's kind of the white acrylic paint. That's very interesting. Huh. Because I was looking at it, and now I'm looking at it up on this, overhead on the camera, and I can definitely see that. Now, of course, once you see something like that, you can't. At least I can't see anything else now but a fish. There's like something weird down here, like a backwards E, but it looks like two fishies. I agree. Yeah, and this fishy, he's got a little fin that goes up over this way, right here, like so. Yeah, a little fin down here. Very cool. Very cool. All right. Still pretty wet. I've got a couple of puddles. Maybe we can just help it along. Yeah, that's all right. Oh, well, thank you, Janet. That's very sweet of you. Okay, well, I'm going to follow my thing and then I'll pull another card. How's that? We've done the graphite pen. We did the big woodies. I'm going to put some tape because what did I pick? I didn't know, obviously. I picked painter's tape. And I probably should have put that down first. But we'll stick a couple of pieces of tape. That's funny, though. Blue. Like we need more blue, right? Let's see. I don't even know whether that's going to stick or not. They do make green painter's tape. Okay, I won't put too much of this down. And do. Okay. There. Oh, that's the remnants of my sweet cat biting me. Yep. And then, oh, I got this. And well, they have green tape called frog. Yes, frog tape. Yep, I have that too. But I didn't know I was going to pick a card that was all blue. So, all right. Small jelly plate things. Oh, I did that already. Let's do some circles. You know what? I think what I'll do is, let's see what else we have. Well, let's do some stamping. I did the sprays and inks. Let's do some stamping. Yeah, it's still pretty wet. All right, let's do some stamps. I've got some stamps pulled out already. And I wrote down butterfly. And let's do some butterflies in here and see how. And I won't use kitty love. Yes, that's right. Kitty love my ass. I shouldn't have said that. Jeez. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Whoops. Well, I think, let me put them on the big plate. No, I'm lazy. I'm a mom. You know, I'm going to get off my ass, and I say this every week. You should be tired of hearing me say it. I've got to get off my friggin' ass. And I got to make an appointment and take her to the vet. That's what I have to do. If nothing else, she needs. Let's do this drop right here. You ready? Boom. Let's see what we get. Okay, Goldilocks. Well, that kind of worked. I wonder if it's better just to do it like, well, we'll do some more. She needs her back, she needs her claws clipped too. There's no, oh, there's no way I'm gonna be able to cut her nails. That's for sure. I did. I did. You all know the saga of the mercury poisoning, and I now have cooked. I've cooked a whole chicken, and I pureed it, and I froze it in ice cube trays and little cubes, and she's loving it. She's eating it, and I am thrilled. And and then I found the arthritis medicine in tablet form, and she was never one for treats, but she eats these and she loves them. They're like crunchy on the outside and chewy on the inside, and they have the arthritis medicine, the same arthritis medicine that I was sprinkling on her food. So that's a good thing. So that's working out. And she gets one ice cube. I can stand up. She gets one ice cube of chicken a day. And I bought I have Cindy, I have, yes. It's plugged in right next to the chair where she spends most of her time. And unfortunately, I haven't seen much of a benefit to that. All right, that's kind of okay. You can kind of see them up close. Let's go on to the next stamps that I had thought I would try. I thought I would do some flowers. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pull another card and see if I can get some other colors and maybe do the next series of stamps in that color and kind of get away from the blue. Because I've got some more stamps. I've got text stamps. So let's see what kind of color we can get. I'm reaching down, and I'm pulling up number. Get it? I'm not looking. I'll show it to you first. My eyes are closed. Oh, come on. Jeez, where's the color? Well, the green will look, and okay, those colors won't clash with these colors. Isn't that funny? They're very muted. Okay, all right. Let's see. We've got green, artichoke, eggplant, rose tan, beige, and beige. Wow, beige on beige. Yeah, I am going to do the green. Absolutely. And the green will, the green will not. And I have, ooh, look. It's hiding back here. It's hiding. Look, I've got VersaFine green, and that'll be really intense. Is that? Hi, Aunt Bex. On your way home from Mill? Okay. So I will do the flower in green. What do you think? Yeah, I guess. All right, let me get a smaller thingy for that. What did I do with that? Here it is. She's on her way home from Mill. Mill stands, if you don't know, Mill stands for mother-in-law. Mill lives pretty close. All right, here we go. I'm going to stick that over here. I'm hoping. And I'll move this down. Whoa. Let's hope. Yeah, that's okay. Oh, yeah. I don't even know that you can see that. I'll hold it up. Let me hold it up for you. Whoops. We can see the flowers. There's one over there. And there's one. This is kind of rough. A thunderstorm. Okay. Well, we've seen fish. I still see fish. I don't see the thunderstorm. Let me just stick this over here. I'm trying to get some color. I'm just using the color cube thingies, and the colors have been blah, very blah, monochromatic, all blues. And then I picked a second card, and the second card is really not going to knock you off your socks or knock you. Is it knock you off your? No, that's not the expression. What is that? Knock your socks off, not knock you off your socks. Knock your socks off. And we've got a lot of sock knitters out here, which I think is just amazing. I can't imagine knitting a pair of socks. But you know what I'm thinking of? I always think of when you're knitting socks, what comes to mind is someone knitting Argyle socks with all the different, different yarns and 5 million different needles. Okay. I am not thrilled with that. However, let's see if we can't find this. And rose tan. I mean, what kind of color is rose tan? I mean, and these have numbers after them, so I don't know whether these are Pantone numbers, because they have numbers, and I don't know whether these are the official Pantone colors. All right, but that I need that, and I think I have that in watercolor. Hubby took my only socks for his own. Yeah, do eggplant. Yep, I can do eggplant. Yeah, Rose Madder. That's what I was thinking. That's exactly what I was thinking. I love that name, Rose Madder. It's like the Mad Hatter, but it's Rose Madder. And then you can't forget Hooker Green for all you Hooker fans out there. I'm going to look in here because this is the Gamby Kertaki Art Nouveau color set. And I think they do have a, looky there. Talk about a match. A match made in heaven right there. And look there. We got two good matches. I wish we had that color. That doesn't mean I can't add that color. But let's see. This is a beautiful set. Wasn't Mr. Hooker? Okay, because there was a General Hooker in the American Civil War, and there were the women used to follow behind this. Women used to follow behind the troops and do the soldiers' laundry and other things for the soldiers, and the women that were doing other favors for the soldiers, like Hooker type favors for the soldiers, became known as Hooker's women. And then the word became hooker, meaning like a prostitute. And then there's, of course, Hooker Green, of course. Okay, where was that? So, That's the history lesson for today. At least that's what I told my students. They love those are the type of histories I tell my students. When I start talking about hookers, that's when I get their attention. Mauve top. Mauve top. Mauve top. All right. I think that looks like the eggplant, right? Let me turn it over. Oh, okay. He was a botanist. Well, that makes sense. Yeah, look, that's kind of rose tan. The darker rose tan is right there. So we'll call that rose tan. And that's the, what's this? Old mauve. Good old mauve. Old mauve. And that's close enough for eggplant. I don't know how the watercolor is going to work on this. And ask me if I care. Because I don't. Google would not lie. No, of course not. Let's see if, I wonder if Google has the story of hookers women, the laundresses that would follow behind the troops. Well, a lot of times the married men, their wives would be a couple of miles behind the lines. And at the end of the marching day, they'd come up and they would take care of hubby in many ways than one. All right, I think I'm just gonna, what do you think, splatter maybe? Oh, okay. I read that. Okay, Aunt Bex. Oops. Oh, look, I got some schmooze on my card. All right. Okay. I think I might do some, big splatters of this on here. Okay. That's the plan. All right. Let me get a splattery type of brush. Like, a big, ooh. Look at this. This is a beautiful one. It's so soft. Ooh. This is a Princeton Neptune quill brush. Ooh. Oh, that's okay. Gluing away. You could put makeup on with this. It feels like a makeup brush. Not that I would do that, because I know. I have never worn makeup in my life. I've had people put makeup on me, but I personally have never put makeup on me. Not even lipstick. I know, it's hard to believe. Okay. I've got some agua right here. Oh, the samba parade. How exciting. That is very exciting. I'm making a mess, as you can see. And I'm getting ready to splatter some, what did we decide to call this? Oh, maybe not. That's not working. Some more water. Ooh. Whoa. Oh, oh. Whoops. It's doing a little twirly thing. Woo, woo. Oh, I like it. I don't know. Can you see it at all? It's all over my. Let me see. Can you see it over there? Kind of. You can see it a little bit over there. It's really not that vibrant. I'm having a hell of a time with color tonight. I really am. Let me do this. Hold this up. Really give it Ugh. Oh, oh, oh my God. That went literally up over my computer and landed on my sewing machine. Oh my God. I have a mess here. Well, maybe I can just do like this, right? Just a little mark making, right? Bum, 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 bum. All right. Yeah. All right. That's going to be that. And then we'll get the other color, which is very close to that color. Now a samba, a samba. I'm trying to think samba. Like the dance, like the samba. Is there a dance called the samba? Which is like the rumba, but it's a samba Brazilian. Is samba Brazilian? It is. That's what it is. Andrea just came up with a new technique. I love it. Mark spanking. That's what we're doing. We're doing mark spanking. I love it. Thank you. See, we are so freaking clever and funny in here. Mark spanking. Yeah. And I've got mark spanking all over my water bottle. There's mark spanking everywhere. I think I am mad. No, I thought I maybe. Oh, I even got it on my Apple Pencil. God damn. I thought maybe I had missed my iPad, but no, it's even on my iPencil. Oh well. It's watercolor. It'll come off, right? Brazilian. Okay. There is a dance. Okay. Is that what the parade was? Were they doing the samba as they paraded? What was in the parade? I'm curious. Because where I lived in Western New York, when there was a parade, the parade comprised of every single piece of fire equipment that was owned by all three fire departments in the area. So we had every fire engine, every ambulance, and then maybe the school marching band. I'm just curious what was in the parade. I know. Andrea's been, we were asking about her the other day, and she's okay. She's just been very busy. Because we were asking about her, what was in Rosemary's, and she thanked us for all being so concerned. But she said she's just been incredibly busy. 50 gorgeous women in skimpy and glitter everywhere, the dancers, and then maybe 50 more. Oh, in the samba band, drums, bells, and dancers. I do too. Truly, I miss her too. Okay. And a samba band. Now, a samba band, that wouldn't be steel. No, that's Brazilian. That's not Brazilian. They don't have steel drums in Brazil, do they? That's a Caribbean thing. Is this an annual event, Barbara? Okay. She's been taking a break while dealing with health and family issues. Okay. See, that color is almost the same as the other color. A little more spanking. Bad, 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 bad. All right. Not thrilled with that either. Ugh. This has been a struggle. The struggle is real. Now I can't even find that card. Oh, there it is. Well, we did the green. Should I try some green paint? Okay. It is annual at the North County Fair. That's awesome. Should I try the green in watercolor? A brighter green? I don't know what to do. I'm really in a... Okay, you take care, Angie. You rest your back. Or Go see somebody to get your back looked at. What do you think? A little pink? A little rose tan? They're calling this pink, but I'm going to call it rose tan and put it down because we need something. And then I'll do some more stamping. And then I'll wipe this down. Oh, how lovely. Well, that's not bad. And you supported a local artist, so you got some cat stickers. Well, that's good. That's great when you can support local artists. They have art festivals here. I just haven't been to one in years. They used to have one over Chautauqua Institute, when I lived in New York. And that was always a good one. All right, here goes nothing. I'm going to do this pink. And maybe I'll just do a little bit like, oh, I like that. Oh, look at that. And this thing is so wiggly. I just, this brush is so wiggly that I can just wiggle it a little bit. Ooh, wiggly, 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 squiggly. Well, that's helping a little bit. Smush it. It doesn't really need smushing because this tip is so, so loose that you just go like that and you get all these neat little. Ooh. And if I go back and forth like this, I don't get as much on my computer. Well, I spoke too soon. All right, now I'll just do a little spanking. All right. Gosh. Let me dry this, and then we'll do some more stamping. Okay, that's interesting. So she makes reusable jar toppers. Well, what I don't understand what that, is it like a standard size? So it's like a mason jar, so you reusable jar toppers. Okay. See, I was hoping to cut this up and make cards out of it, Becky. That was the plan, but the color box cards have not cooperated. Because the first card was all blues. You can wrap foods in them too, depending on the size you make. Okay. Is it beeswax? Like Encosta type of? Because I bought a little Encosta set from Rosemary. You see a lot of cards? Yeah. Now here's the question. This is a gritty grid. I know, yes. Yeah, the cat got me. And she got me good. It's taken a while for it to heal. And then I haven't told anybody, but I'll say it now. I fell the other night, and I have not done that. And it was not really, but I scraped my arm, that same arm, going down. So I've got all of this, all black and blue from that. I know. And it was kind of like slow motion. And it was like the mat by my bed, and it kind of, I'm actually, I went down, but not hard. I didn't go down hard. I kind of slid, and this arm scraped up against the night table. It was weird. It was really weird. It was just like, and as I was going down, I'm going, oh shit, oh shit. I know. But no, my arm got banged up. And my finger, you can't see it now, but this finger was almost, it was black and blue. And it's okay. It's just, I know. Just don't tell me, my kids would have my boys would have a shit fit. So don't say anything. I mean, I didn't really have that far to go. Well, that's a good point. I just saw them and they didn't ask me. And I see her for my wellness check in December. So if they ask me whether I've fallen recently, that's not recent. So, no, they didn't. They only ask you that question when you have, like, the yearly exam. That's when you have to do the memory test. And they give you like 3 things or 4 things, and then 5 minutes later they ask you, what were those 5 things? There weren't any prompts per se, Beth. I just wrote down some things that I wanted to include, and I was just using the color cards from the color cube box. And the first card I picked were all these blues. So that's what this is. And then I just wanted to make it gritty. So I wrote down that I was going to do texture through stencils and stamps and stuff like that. But I almost used, I have Carrie Griffiths, Carrie the CERI, crafter. He published 100 prompts, and I put them on tongue depressors, and I was going to use those, but then I just wrote down. So to answer your question, there were no prompts. Fantail Homestead, New Zealand. I know, and it's like I really. Yeah. See, now the biggest problem when I fall, and this is the biggest problem, is getting up. Because I can't kneel on my knees. So if you want, I go through this whole routine. Fortunately, my house is small, but I literally slide on my ass across the bedroom, which is a wood floor, across the living room, which is a tile floor, all the way to my sofa. And I take the pillow off the sofa, and then I'm able to lift myself up onto that part of the pillow, which is now on the ground. And then from there, I'm able to get my butt up to the frame of the sofa. And then from there, I can get up. That's my method. Let's see. Well, the blues are fabulous, and I can't wait till you cut it. Yeah. Well, thank you, Beth. It is. And I've got a little metallic stuff. No, nothing. Didn't sprain anything. I've got, a scrape on my arm to add to the lily thing. And that's it. I tore, these rings kind of tore some skin off my finger here, and this finger was black and blue, but it's fine. I'm fine. Thank God. Thank God I'm fine. And it was one of those things. It just like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm falling. Shit. I've fallen and I can't get up. Why are you crawling across the floor? Well, because I can't, when I fall down, I can't like get on my knees like most people, right? You get on your knees and then you get up. I can't get on my knees. So I'm crawling, sliding. I wasn't crawling. I was literally sliding on my ass across the floor. If that makes sense. Anyway, it's very hard to explain. Now I'm going to put some more stamps and then I'm going to, I got a question to see whether I want to, well, let's do the stamps. I was going to do some text. No, I'm fine. I'm absolutely fine. I'm fine. And I've done that before, many, many years ago. And I still had to, oh, I know what I wanted to add. Wait a minute, let me do, what the hell? Okay, here, I need this. All right, let's do this. I've got this. And maybe I'll just do one of these, just a little text. I won't use this. That's what I'll do. All right. Okay. All right. All righty. Let's see. I'll do just that. And then, oh, I'm fine. Oh, are you? Are you not talking about me? I don't think about recovering. Yeah, okay. Well, Julie kind of gets it. She had to kind of do a fancy little thing to get herself back up. See, my one knee is, I really don't have I have a shattered kneecap in one knee. It's just pieces of knee. And the other knee, I had a total knee. Well, I had a total knee on both of them. And that one, anyway. Let's see. Ooh. Ooh la la. I like that. Can you see that? No. No. Unfortunately, you can't really see it, but it's right here. And I'm going to do that over in the corners. Yeah, this is an old stamp, an old Timmy set. Oh, I can't imagine. Unburnt on concrete. It's a good thing that, I don't have any carpeting. Well, I don't know. Well, see, when I went down, I went down on I have like a little throw ruggy by my bed, and that's what I landed on. So I didn't land on the, all right, let's do this. Ooh, let me just show you that. That's going to look cool. Now that's going to look cool when that's cut up. I'm liking that. All right, let's do some more of that. God, this stamp is so old. It's all kind of dried out. I don't think I've used it in years. Okay, let's put this down like here. But I like it. It's got all this different script on it. And it's a little bit of everything. You can see, look at it. It's got script and it's got print and it's got numbers. Add a napkin ripped in pieces if you have one with blues. Hi, Sandra Louise. I don't. And I don't have that, Becky. Let me stick some print down here. I could, let me put some of this. I could splatter some yellow paint on it. Like I did this kind of paint, I could add some yellow. Okay. Well, I got your happy mail, Becky. I didn't open it. I was waiting for you to come in here. All right, let's put some of this over here. All right. I like that big number. Let's stick that there. Okay, that's enough. That's enough of that. That's enough of that silliness. I know, isn't it? It's an old Timmy stamp. This and this and the string that's stuck. This and another set of butterflies. That was in the set. It's probably, oh God, it's probably one of the first Timmy sets of stamps I ever bought. So that's an old one. But it is cool because you get all the different scripts and stuff. And I got some, yeah, hang that up here. I did some more fly, feather, fly, whatever. No, it's a good idea. It does need, yellow would be great. I'm just trying to follow these stupid cards, but gold. Gold, you have to have gold, right? Yes. And gold is like, you're allowed to use gold in no matter what you do. That's an unwritten law, isn't it? That you can use gold no matter what. I think that's allowed somewhere. Even if it's not anywhere. Gold is allowed. And I was going to do some numbers. I don't know that we need any numbers. But yeah, we'll just do a little number here. And here. Whoops. Here. Oh, I know what should I put my seriously stamp? I love that stamp. Seriously? Okay. Maybe one over here. No, I got one over there. How about, no, I got one. Actually, I got them pretty strategically situated. And maybe one down here. Okay, good. 785. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how you can't go wrong with gold. Now, the question is, gold splatters? I guess it would have to be gold splatters, right? Yes, I was thinking the same thing, Nettie. When I stopped thinking, I thought to myself, that's right. I said, you're thinking about it too much. I shouldn't be thinking about cutting it up. I should just be thinking about throwing shit down and not thinking about. All right. Gold, right? We're going to put some gold down. And then Yes. Nettie got it because I had circles written down on my index card. I had circles written down if I can find my index card. Gold circles. Bingo. Ding, 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 ding. Nettie gets a prize. Nettie gets a card. Nettie, you'll get a card. Yes. And I have this really, the good stuff. This stuff. Gold circles. Now, the question I was going to ask you, do you think I should go over the grid lines? I mean, I drew a grid and there's squares. And do you think I should go over those maybe in the... Yes, you are, Nettie. Yes, you are. Should I go over these squares with the graphite pencil? 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 Because they're in pencil now. I guess that's my question. Should I go over them in do you think going over them in gold would be too much? I guess that would be too much, right? But I think I need to go over. Well, it was supposed to be a gritty grid. It's supposed to be grid art, and obviously it didn't turn out to be grid art. And it doesn't really matter, you're right. But since they're there, and I can't erase them, I would only go over the lines that are really visible. Okay, so I got some lines here. Okay, that's a good point. And how about no gold, no circles? What do you mean no circles? I could do the gold with like a credit card and put the gold like on those lines, like kind of haphazardly. Turn it over and draw grids on the back. Circles and gold. I can see them to cut. If that means I can kind of see to cut them. Anyway, let's do some gold circles and maybe. Okay. And I just threw out, believe it or not, and you're going to yell on me when you see what I just threw out. But look what I have. All right, let's see what we can do. I think there's gold in here. Let's see. Ah! Ooh, I know you can't see that, unfortunately. Okay, here we go. And I'm not going to think about it, Nettie. Wild abandonment, adding gold. And there's some gold for you and some gold for you. And here's some gold. There's some gold. Everywhere some gold. Take that. And that. And that. Whoops. And let me get some more gold. That's not enough gold. Let's tip it upside down and get some more gold. Oh, yeah, now we got some gold. Ooh, messy gold. There. And some gold here. I think that's enough gold. Yeah, there's some gold. There. Yeah, we got some gold. There. All right. Now, let's try this. Let's see, get a credit card here. A fake one. Get up. Let's see. And things like maybe that. I don't know whether this ink is going to work or not. I can always get, oh, Jesus. I'm a mess. Okay, let's do this. And I've got some here, so let me try that over there. Let me make sure you can see what I'm doing right here. Ooh, you know what? It's perfect. It's very subtle. It's so subtle that you can't barely see it, but it's perfect. And I'll just do like 2 sides of the square. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Let's see. I thought I saw it. Right here. And right here. I don't know if you can see that or not. In the corner here. Like that. That can, oh. Hi, Roseanne. And I got some down here. And over here in the corner. And I'll hold it up in a second for you guys to see. Mm-hmm. And I can always add, after I cut it up, right? I can add more of this if I feel I need to. All right, I think I'm not going to do any more. Maybe I'll just scrape this. All right. Here we go. So you can see, you can just barely see that's the ink right here. Right there. And that's the ink with the card. And here. And after I cut it up, I can do other stuff to it, right? You see that? Ooh, and it's got some silver in it. That white set after stuff was silver, that white pearl thing. So you got a little sheen. Look at that sheen. Woo, sheen, sheen, sheen. Okay. And this print came out. I like that stamp came out good. All right. Okay. Well, I think that's it's okay. It's okay. I'm a little nervous, and when I cut it up, if I need to add something other stuff, I can, I can tweak it. And they're going to be 3 by 3 squares, and then I would probably put them on, please, black, whatever. Let me open it. Let me open it. Let me open it. We've got time. Oh yeah, we got plenty of time. Let me get it. I don't want to. I showed everybody our stitching fabric thing. I did a whole bunch more of those fly things, fly feather stitches too. And that video you sent was very helpful. Okay. Whoops. Got to cover the address. Ooh. Ooh. I love Becky's cards. I love Becky's cards. And I got one. Oh, see, possibilities everywhere. Yes. And we're doing what? This is thread. Can you see that? Okay, that's just thread. I hang thread. We won't finish. Okay. All righty. Look at this. Is this not gorgeous? Look at that. See possibilities everywhere. Yeah. Ah, here we are. Oh. Okay. All righty. It's a recipe. All righty. Becky and I like to cook a lot. And Becky's a baker. I never really became a baker. Now, when I was kids were growing up, I baked all of our bread. So I was baking several loaves of bread a week. Oh. Oh, that's the one you were talking about with the farro. I actually have farro. It's an Italian. It's one of those ancient. Oh, it even says it's Italian. Yeah. I didn't in radicchio. Yeah. It's hard to get fresh radicchio. It always looks really crappy. I will try it. Oh, the Szechuan slaw looks good too. But you were talking about the chopped salad with the farro, right? Well, actually, both of them look good. Is this in the forks over? Do we have this recipe? Or is this in a, I don't know. Well, thank you so much. Oh my God, makes 12 cups. And the other one makes 13 cups. Yeah, you'd have to cut that in half and maybe a half again. Wow, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It looks delicious. Oh, that's right. This came out of a magazine. It wasn't out of the original cookbook. Becky and I have the cookbook. I actually ended up buying the book that the cookbook was based on. And I didn't mean to buy the book. I thought I was buying the recipe. So I have the book and the recipes that go with the book. So I've got a lot. And it's forks over knives, meaning that you don't need a knife, meaning that there are no meats. It's vegan. And it's vegan. It's vegan. Not vegan. It's vegan. No eggs, nothing. It's pure vegan. And the recipes that we've made, Becky pretty much has been the guinea pig. Becky has made those recipes for she and Scott, and I've followed suit. And every one that she's recommended that I've made has been delicious. Everyone, all of them have been really good. They just take a lot of prep, right? And a lot of ingredients. I mean, I have a whole huge bag of whole cumin seeds and a mortar and a pestle. And I'm not strong enough to smash the cumin seeds. But anyway, yes, I was just going to say the potato salad and asparagus one is my favorite. And I have a new steamer basket. So very labor intensive, absolutely. But that's my favorite. You steam the potatoes and the asparagus. And I bought one of those wooden steamer things because I took the other one apart. Anyway, well, thank you everybody for being here and encouraging me. You are an incredible audience, and you are just an incredible support system that we all have. And I'm so grateful for all of your support and encouragement. And see the possibilities everywhere. And practice wabi-sabi. Wabi-sabi is to find joy in the imperfections. That's a Japanese thingy. Wabi-sabi. Embrace your imperfections. Yes. All righty. Bye-bye, everybody. And if you can't be good, be fabulous.